Assalamu alaikum. I am the student of BS Economics second semester. Today we will topic that business market. This is the 16th chapter of the marketing. Business marketing. The business market comprises all the organization that buy goods and services for use in the production of other products and services that are sold, rented or supplied to other. It also includes retailing and wholesaling firms that acquire goods for the purpose and reselling or retaining them to other at a profit. In the business buying process, business buyer determine which product and service their organization need to purchase and then find value to choose among alternative supplier and brand. Companies that sell to other business organization must do not best understand business marketer and business buyer behavior. Characteristic of business marketing. In some way, business marketers are similar to consumer market. Both involve people who assume buy role and make purchase decision to satisfy needs. Business marketers also have their own characteristics. In some way, they are similar to consumer markets, but in other way, they are very different. The main difference include market structure and demand, nature of the buying unit, type of decision and decision process, business buyer behavior. The model figure shows and question about business buyer behavior, what buyer decision to business buyer make, who participate in the buying process, what are the major influence on buyer, how do business buyer make their buying decision. A model of business buyer behavior. At the most basic level marketer, we want to know how business buyer will respond to various marketing stimuli. Figures show a model of business buyer behavior. In this model, market and order stimuli affect and buying organization and produce certain buyer responses. As with consumer buying, the marketing stimuli for business buying consist of the four pieces: price, product, place, and promotion. Other stimuli include major forces in the environment: economic, technological, political, cultural, and competitive. These stimuli enter the organization and are turned into the buyer responses: product or service choices, supplier choices, order quantity and delivery services, and payment term. In order to design good marketing mix strategy, the marketer must understand what happens within organization to turn stimuli into purchase responses. Continue. With the organization buyer activity consists of two major parts: the buying center made up all the people involved in the buying decision and buying decision process. The model shows that the buying center and the buying decision process are influenced by internal organizational, interpersonal and individual factor as well as by external environment factor. Major type of buying situation. There are three major type of buying situation are: extreme is an straight probe, which is a failure routine decision at the order. Extreme is a new task which may call for the thorough research in the middle, and modified review which require some reach. In modified review, the buyer want to modify producer satisfaction, prices, term or supplier. The modified review usually involve more decision participate than the straight probe. Participate in business buying. Use the member of organization who will use the product service. In many cases, user initiate by proposal to help define product specification. Influence often help define satisfaction and also provide information for evaluating alternative. Buyer have formal or authority to select the supplier and arrange term of purchase. Dedicate have formal or informal power or select improve the final supplier. Gatekeeper control the flow of information. Other, for example, purchase agent, often have authority to prevent salesperson for saying use to deciders. Major influence or basing buyers: environment, organization, interpersonal, individual, and the buyers. Environmental factor. Business buyer influence heavily by factor in the current and expected economic environment, such as the level of primary demand and economic outlook and the cost of money. As economic uncertainty rises, business buyer cut back on new investment and attempt to reduce their inventories. Organizational factor. Each factor organization has their own objective, policies, procedures, structure, and system. The business marketer must know these organizational factors as thoroughly as possible. Questions such as these rise: how many people are involved in the buying decision? Who are they? What are their evaluate criteria? What are the company policies and limit on its buyer? Interpersonal factor. The buyer center usually include many participants who influence each other. The business make often find it difficult to determine what kind of interpersonal factor and group dynamic entered into the buying process. Individual factor. Each participant in the business decision process being the personal motivate participation in preferences. These individual factors are affected by the personal characteristics such as age, income, education, professional identification, personality, and attitude toward risk. The business buying process. There are 8 strategies of the business buying process. Buyer who face a new task buying situation usually go through all stages of the buying process. Buyer making modify on state Robe may skip some of the strategy. We will examine these steps for the typically new task buying situation. Problem recognition, journal need descriptions, products specifications, supplier search, proposal solicitation, order routine specification, and institute and government marketers, institution marketers, government marketers.